Okay, it's all been leading up to this. This installment of the CT versus audio interview case files features New Haven's Crag Mask. The song you heard there in the intro, that was Soak, is a bonus track off of Loom, the band's first album. Earlier this summer, the band released their second album called Bend and toured around the US to support it for several weeks. More recently, the band has picked up Cheyenne on synths and Quinn on drums, both who you may already know from the band Shy. In this interview, I talk with Crag Mask about their most recent album. I talk with them about how the band has changed over time, who the hunkiest member of Crag Mask is, and what their next album may sound like. And that new music is actually going to be out a lot sooner than you think. Okay, so here they are. I'm here today with Crag Mask, and specifically, I'm joined with
Phil. I play bass and super producer.
I'm Cheyenne. I play synthesizer and I also sing.
I'm Zach and I play the bongos.
Awesome. I noticed that Shy, you didn't say that you dance, which is something that I feel like I see you do a lot in the new live shows. So more than Phil, actually.
Yeah, that's true. I'm dancing right now also.
Great.
Cheyenne's always dabbing on them.
It's like
All
a
right,
weird tick.
so to jump in, the first question I like to ask everybody is, what is your favorite place in Connecticut? And I don't mean like your favorite venue or your favorite place to have drinks, just your favorite place, period.
On Route 32, kind of behind Yukon, there's this hill where it intersects with 44. If you're going fast enough when you go over the hill, it makes your stomach drop. And then you get like a really cool view of train tracks and a river and a farm. And it's my favorite place in Connecticut.
I want to go.
It's in stores.
Okay.
Favorite place in Connecticut? Probably it's a little hole in the wall called Walmart in Manchester, Connecticut. That and probably Edge of the Woods in New Haven. It's like a natural food store that has really good vegan stuff. But I'm not vegan, but it's good. It tastes really good. All their food's good.
Yeah, so very similar, Walmart and a natural food store.
Yes.
Great. I don't know if I've ever heard of Walmart. You said that's in Manchester?
Manchester, Connecticut, yes.
Okay, interesting. Is that like a mom and pop place?
Yeah, ask for Bill. He'll show you around.
Okay.
I really like the dinosaur place in Uncasville, if no one's ever been there. Have you guys been there? No?
The dinosaur place, the museum.
Yep.
Yeah.
But not Peabody Museum. It's in Uncasville, and they have like...
On the way to the beach.
Yep. You can dig up your own little fossils
Yep.
and say hi to some dinosaurs.
Ammonite.
This time of year, they put a little Santa hat on the T-Rex in front.
Oh, yeah.
It has sunglasses too sometimes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in the summertime.
When the living's easy.
Yeah.
I was looking Ross and me.
So is that the formal place? Like, it's called the dinosaur place?
Yeah, I think... no.
I don't know what it's called.
Who knows? Everyone just calls it the dinosaur place.
I think it might be called Jurassic Park.
Actually, Jurassic World.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's run by that company Engine,
Yeah.
and they're the ones with like
Some weird
shit. I
guy.
can't remember the names. I can't remember
From what?
Jurassic Park. Can't remember the names of the islands.
Isla
Niblar.
Isla
Niblar.
Yep.
But I think
Isla Niblar.
Isla Fisher. And
Say it like Jeff Goldblum, though.
well, Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think you can do better. Do you want me to stop and you try one more time?
It's a pretty big dinosaur. Yeah.
Well, there it is.
It's a pretty huge dinosaur. Wow.
Life
I
will
just threw
always
an Owen
find a
Wilson.
way.
Well,
What if Owen Wilson played Jeff Goldblum's part in Jurassic
that'd be
Park? Wow, that dinosaur is freaking huge. Holy shit.
Large.
The dinosaur's awesome.
I'm up here reading don't clone myself books.
Marley, get over here.
Marley's
I think
Velociraptor.
isn't Wes Anderson directing the next Jurassic Park movie?
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
I hope so.
That would be amazing.
Okay. All right, so I have another
The
easy
Rex
question.
Tenenbaums.
Yeah, feel free to cut us off because we're just gonna keep doing this shit.
Oh yeah, all this is unusable so far.
Yeah.
So no. Does love obey the natural laws of the universe? In other words, is it something that physically exists, maybe in the synapses in your brain through neurotransmission, or is there more to it than just that?
I'm not the person to ask about love. I feel nothing. So
I took a pill in Ibiza that I think showed me what love can do and what love can be. And it all kind of converged when I had this paella. And that's pretty much it. Crispy rice,
Okay.
shellfish, a couple fresh herbs.
Yeah, so in that case, then it sounds like it is like something that does obey the natural laws because it sounds like it's a chemical thing, right?
yeah,
Well, yeah,
I think it's chemicals.
seriously though, if it exists and it has to follow natural laws, whether we know what those natural laws are, doesn't really matter.
I'm snapping at that answer. I'm giving that answer
Yes.
snaps.
Okay, so it can be reduced to just chemicals and molecules and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, so can Beethoven's symphonies, but that doesn't make it any less important or significant.
Okay, you old romantic, you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So does Crag Mask write love songs?
I feel like a lot of Loom was. Oh God, man, I've never talked about this before.
Real answer is people seem to love them.
I think a lot of Loom was about love, I guess. Yeah, or like coming out of being in love or something. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Let's do that. Let's say that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't write a lot of like the lyrics on Crag Mask songs are just kind of like all like babble and then try and fit like words into the babbling that like sounds similar to the weird babble stuff, but yeah, so it doesn't end up usually being like cohesive, but at the end, like I don't know, I don't know, I like
But love
ambiguity.
finds a way.
Yeah, love does find a way in there. I think it does. Yeah. But the new stuff is like Ben had nothing to do with love at all. No love in that album. Saving it for LP3.
Yeah, and even if there's like not overtly love in the lyrics, which I can't really speak to, there's definitely love going into all the other parts of the songs.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Care.
Like when I make
good
a
care and
paella,
attention.
top of the ingredient list is a little bit of love. Half cup.
So what do people tell you that your music sounds like?
Oh my god.
Because you know how that happens after every gig, right? Somebody comes up
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, you know what you sound like?"
Yeah. It's funny because it depends on the age group. There was a streak of time where I feel like we played a lot of bars on just like when we would do like East Coast tours. And like everyone over the age of 40, it was just like, man, you guys sound like fucking Soundgarden, man. It's sick. It's awesome. And like I didn't get it at first, but I like revisited Super Unknown is the right
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. And like I get it kinda, you know? Like besides Chris Cornell's vocals, like I totally get like musically that I don't know. They do like weird time stuff that like is
Yeah, for
still
sure.
like poppy and like I don't know. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know if I had ever made that connection, but now that you mention it, like you're totally right about like especially the guitar work sounds kind of like Soundgarden.
Yeah, no, totally. I totally get it. It's the first one where like, because we get a lot of bands and I'm always just like, no, we fucking don't sound like that at all. But they're the first band where like I totally understand where the 40-plus-year-olds are going for. I get it.
So then, what is the worst comparison you've gotten?
Every band I've ever been in, my mom's like, "Oh, you guys sound like Rush." Just because there's like mildly intricate guitar parts.
Yeah.
It's not the Bee Gees.
I think my dad said that about you guys too.
Rush.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
he was like, what's the new band you're playing in? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, here you go. He's like, like Rush.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Rush probably seeps in there a little bit.
We're talking
get-
about Big Time Rush, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make
My dad, that's like my dad's favorite band. So it was like what I heard growing up. Like them, The Police, and Michael Jackson are just was like pumped into my ears since birth. So it probably does seep in there without me knowing it. And maybe that's why nobody likes us.
Is Michael Jackson ruined for you guys?
No,
After the documentary?
we were listening to him cooking the other day.
Cooking what?
Cooking. Meth. No, cooking Thanksgiving stuff as a kid.
So why do you bring that up, Phil? Is that because you find that Michael Jackson is ruined for you?
I wouldn't say fully ruined, but definitely tainted, especially after the documentary. It's just every time it comes out, I was like,
which documentary?
sick.
Roger and Me?
ugh. What?
I said, which documentary? Roger and Me?
The Moonwalker.
Is it new?
Whatever one was on HBO, that was like 4 hours long, and
Like Leaving Neverland, right?
yes,
I think.
yes.
Yeah, it's tainted. Yeah, I get what Phil's saying. Like every time I listen to it now, it's yeah.
And one of the
there.
the best songs is just it's Pretty Young Thing.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, but it's so good. Like the
Yeah.
song is so good.
I watched the music video for one of I forget which song it was, but I watched it 2 days ago. And it's just him chasing a woman. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, it's like very like creepy the whole time. The
Thriller?
music video is just fucking weird. I'm sure Thriller's creepy too. I don't know. There was just this one video that kind of did taint the Michael Jackson thing in my brain a little bit, but I don't know. Like, it's that song. Something devotion, natural devotion. I think no
Thriller video is really scary.
Yeah,
It's spooky.
it's scary. There's skeletons and Frankenstein's and stuff. It's terrifying.
And when his eye does the thing,
Yeah,
It looks like a cat. Yeah.
not quite as scary as the Cats trailer for the new live action Cats.
and also, how does Michael Jackson walk like that? How does he make it look like he's walking on the moon?
He got his lower set of ribs removed.
So Cheyenne, you are the newest member of Crag Mask. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good sometimes. Just kidding. No,
you
it's
I was like, you
great.
sound
It's
so
great all the
enthusiastic.
time.
So was this part of like a licensing deal with Shy and Crag Mask? Like it was kind of like a, Zach joined Shy, and so you get to
Yeah.
join Crag Mask?
Yeah, it just made it easy. It makes it easy because like I'm with Quinn and Cheyenne all the time in New Haven, so like why not just like add Cheyenne in the mix too, Like and like yeah, it just makes everything easier. And like I wanted somebody else, like I like Cheyenne's voice, like I've always liked her voice, so like I want a lot of the new stuff. There's like stuff where like she's gonna fit in perfectly for it. So like it just made sense because like we're together practicing all the time anyways, so like why not bring her in? Yeah.
Sounds like
Is
there's
Zane? Oh, go ahead.
Sounds like there's evidence of a quid pro quo.
So is Zane upset that he doesn't have synth duties anymore?
Oh my god, when we brought up the idea of like Cheyenne playing synth, he lit up. Like I've never seen him light up before. Like he was so pumped that he did not have to like fucking dual wield 2 instruments. He was very excited about it.
He'd been leveling up his guitar skills for so long that he had to like really grind to get up to a level on the keys.
Yeah.
But I think whenever I first learned about kind of the lineup change, my first thought was actually like, oh, so like whenever you tour now, it'll be kind of like a early lover of Mankind situation where like you can do like a Crag, Shy, like double bill.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I think like that's like in the cards, but after last tour with Jason, like playing drums and then going to do Crag sets like was fucking draining. Like, and then I'm like making Quinn play 2 sets on drums seems insane. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like summertime was fucking it was a horrible tour too, so that probably added a lot to everything. Just like really bad shows, but yeah, no, it's definitely it's a possibility. I think it would be fun. I would love to play bass and then fucking do the Crag thing in the same.
So does that mean that Phil will return to his same role as roadie?
Yeah, tour manager.
Merch
Just
girl.
I
All
brought
right,
a
guys,
clip-
somebody give
Merch
us a
person.
buck for gas.
I brought a clipboard and like a headset mic. I just wasn't plugged into anything. I kept snapping my fingers and stomping my feet, saying "Showtime."
Showtime, baby.
They call me Showtime Lord.
Give me
Bring
a
out
gin
the
fizzy on the
girls.
double toots.
I was like, Showtime Lord. Can I at least be like HBO Lord? What does Showtime even have?
Twin
Shameless?
Peaks.
Oh, Twin Peaks. I've
The
never seen it.
Return. You've never seen? Yes, you have.
I'm not a fan.
I tried to get Phil to watch Twin Peaks for 6 years.
Probably since I met you.
Yeah. It's a motherfucker. Now he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
but I think it's a rule that like if you are playing indie rock in any fashion, you have to watch Twin Peaks.
yeah, I know, and that's why.
That's how it goes. That's the rules.
Yeah, Phil's a little bit of a rebel. He doesn't really like following the rules. Hates the rules, but yeah.
Some say they're made to be broken. Who am I to argue with that?
Before Bend came out, there was an article that was on Flood magazine where you're talking about Secret Plane, like it was premiering Secret Plane, and you talked a little bit about, and specifically Zach was talking a little bit about how like Connecticut is like the C-class market, and it's really hard for bands to break out of that, right? Because it's hard for touring acts to draw crowds, and it's hard to just get people out in general to come watch live music. Why do you think that is?
I think, I don't know. In like bigger cities, it's easier to go to shows because there's public transit and like there's a million bands and like a million people that like know about the bands. But in Connecticut, it's
Yeah.
like there's no like there. You can do shows in like Middletown. You can do shows like near Yukon. You could do New Haven shows, but everybody has to drive. You know, and like.
Right.
So I think it's just a thing, and especially when it's like freezing cold, like in the winter, like nobody wants to like go out. Like I totally get that. It's just a matter of like amount of people. I think like
Yeah.
it's but yeah, I feel like that article kind of skewed a lot of things, and it made me feel weird that they said that we put New Haven on the map because like that's not fucking true. Like there are like a million bands from New Haven that have like done well, like I don't know.
Name them.
Yale, Mamoons.
Pepe's.
Yep.
Well,
There's it.
I just love the like thing like to put New Haven on the map and like we go on tour and there's 3 people at the like it's just like we're not like I don't know. It's funny. But that's just like music writing in general. I feel like they kind of
Sure.
It's normal, but yeah.
The futility of creation,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah,
Yeah,
Secret Plane I feel like is a jumbled mess of like a lot of the Ben stuff, like I'm quoting people and like things that I've heard. So like a lot of the time, like if I'm saying like I or like me, like I'm talking about like another person, like I'm putting on like a character or something. So like
Why is that?
I don't know, like it's just how it worked out. I think I just like I got a lot to say. All right, I got a lot of things to say, and like I don't know. It's talking about lyrics is like so fucking hard for me because it's like I don't know how they come to be. Like, but yeah, Secret Plane's definitely about just being in a band, like, and not even
Right.
in Connecticut, just like being in a band in general. Like a lot of bands about that, but definitely Secret Plane is about that. And just like people, I feel like a lot of people think in like the chorus when I'm talking about, like saying like you ripped off something, like I'm not saying that, like I'm not hating on other bands for ripping things off. I'm saying that we get compared to, they're just like X, Y, and Z. They sound like that, and then they like write them off because it sounds like something else to them,
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so like whenever people are like, "Oh, Crag Mask, you mean that band that sounds like Rush?"
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Because I feel like in Connecticut, there's weird phenomenon where there's like pockets of audiences where like people do know that there are like great live local venues. I feel like a lot of people in Connecticut like the music that is around. They just aren't aware of it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know like how to reach those kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's just like it sucks to say this. I mean there like Crunch House was like cool, you know? It's like a cool like dingy spot
Yeah.
that like you could go see music at, but like it's fucking cold there and like,
Yeah.
Or
like,
hot.
or super hot. Like there's no way to make Crunch like you don't want to come back to Crunch House like and
Just
like,
one's house.
Like Max 650 is great, but it's in like I don't know. I feel like Max 650 is like the zone right now because it's like
Yeah.
in the middle, and it's like the same distance for everyone to drive to. You know?
Sure.
But yeah, it's like
It's equally inconvenient for everyone.
exactly. But yeah, I don't know, and yeah.
I feel like in New Haven, it's more like you have like a small group of people that are going to go to like one show. Let's say it's like, I don't know, like a rock show or something,
Yeah.
or like a metal show, and you'll have like a small group of people from New Haven go to that. But there's so many different like subgenres and stuff in New Haven that there's not that many people that will just go out to see like one show. So that's why I feel like a lot of people like mix up their shows
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
With,
Gotcha.
like different genres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, New Haven. Yeah, I mean, yeah, New Haven's got a lot of things popping up now too, which is exciting. Like, there's like a new spot called the Soft Release that
Oh, right.
is a cool place. It's like a gigantic warehouse that my friend Tyler just started. So like, that's exciting, and like Never Get to Be Cool's there. It's just like I feel like it really depends on cool spaces. Like just, I don't know. Like kids don't want to go and like. I feel like there's like an age bracket for everything too. Like high school to college kids, like they want to go party, you know, like they want to like feel like they're like doing something like unique and cool. So like
Yeah.
Crunch House and like spots like that are cool, but like the older I get is I just like I don't want to go to those places anymore because like one, I feel old, like super old. Two, I'm just so tired because like the spaces sound so bad and are like ear piercing.
Hey, can you carry your 80-pound amp down these rickety stairs?
Yeah, but yeah, and I feel like a lot like now that all my friends are getting older too. Like I've noticed they don't want to come see us in a spot like that. Like they'll like if we play State House, all my friends will be there because
Yeah.
like it's like it sounds good, like it doesn't hurt your ears, like. Yeah, I feel like it's an age thing, definitely. Like that's one of the biggest things about it.
For like a house show, the music has to be like the icing on the cake. It can't be the whole reason. Like there has to
Yes.
be people that just want to be there anyways to have a good time.
Yes.
And then like, oh, there's a
Right.
live band.
Yeah,
Then like, oh, that's cool. Like we'll go listen to that.
totally.
At least
Rip.
in my experience.
Rip Phibbs' house.
So, a question for each of you: what is the last album that you heard that you've like I guess made you feel inspired, besides Bend or besides?
Phil, you go.
The album that initially popped into my mind is by this band called Town Portal. And it's their most recent release. I think it's called Of Violence. And it's just kind of an instrumental polyrhythm kind of album that sounds so good and was really inspiring from a production standpoint and from a bass standpoint. The bass in that album shreds.
Yeah,
And now I'm done.
I'm trying to think. Do you
I have one.
Yeah, you go then.
My friend Haley showed me this band called Girlwood. It's hard to say, and also I'm chewing gum.
Yeah.
And they're just awesome. Like they sound a lot like Bratmobile. They're kind of like, I don't know. their range is like really great. Like they can go from like screaming and yelling, and they're a 2-piece, by the way, too. From that to just like really nice soft like rock music, alternative. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
great.
awesome. They're a great band.
Are the both of you just saying that because you're opening for them later?
No, but
Okay.
I was super ecstatic to get that show.
Yeah.
True.
They're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Crag was supposed to play with them because they're from Louisville. And we were supposed to play with them in Louisville, and I was super stoked on it like 2 years ago, but it didn't work out. The show got dropped for some reason, but yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, their songs just like range from like silly songs like "I'm Your Dad" to like this other song that's called "Communicate with Me." That's just like amazing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what. I feel like I haven't really been listening to a lot of new music, like bands that like recent releases at all. I feel like lately I've been like going back to stuff that I listened to in like senior year of high school and like really enjoying like a lot of that stuff. And like there's
like
this
Papa Roach?
yeah,
like Papa Roach and
exactly. Yeah. There's this like I went through like an electronic phase in 12th grade, and I think like seeing all of the like listening to some of those like artists, like I can see how like weirdly that informed the Crag stuff, just like mood and stuff, like Grouper and Burial in particular.
Oh,
too.
Sky's
interesting.
Airplane.
Yeah. Just like mood, just mood wise, I think it's like very similar to Crag. Like it definitely informed all the Crag writing stuff, or like helped birth the Crag baby for sure. especially Burial. Like we would not sound like we do if it wasn't for Burial. And like my obsession with them. But yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So people tell us not to meet our heroes, that they will only disappoint us. And so with that said, am I disappointing you yet?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. Phil's been rolling his eyes this whole time.
Just miming Cut It.
All right. So can we talk about your album that came out over the summer? Faint Sounds of Us Hanging Out?
Our album that came out this summer, Faint Sounds of Us Hanging Out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, band. I meant, sorry.
I could call Jason if you want. You could probably get a call in.
All right, I'm done. I'm out. That's the last I can take.
That we could talk about Ben. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, I know that you're already working on new stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious about like, I think it's awesome. It's one of my favorites that I've heard this year, and I don't mean like just like for Connecticut music or whatever. I mean like I think it's a genuinely awesome album.
Yeah, you
and
can keep
actually
going.
one of my favorite things about running this blog is that people will just DM me like randomly and say like, "Oh hey, I just listened to this Crag Mask song. It's awesome."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Cool. Why don't you tell the band that? Like, why are you telling me?"
Yeah, you're kind of the middleman. It's great.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, who is the drawing on the front of Bend, and who is that dog?
I don't really know. I think it might be a bit of a self-portrait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Narcissist.
And
Diva.
no, I don't really know. I just like I draw that person, that thing like a lot.
Megalomania.
But that's the first time he had a dog with him. And I like.
And is that the same one on the T-shirt?
It's you, dude.
Oh yeah, that's what I was reaching for. But
Yeah, it's me and you. Come on.
okay. I like the hat that you're wearing in that picture. Then
Yeah, it's a lot of you. And one of the things you wrote, you said it was a pyramid, and I love that because I didn't think of it like that. I always thought of it like a paper boat hat or something.
It's a snapback. Snapback pyramid.
Go Bulls.
Sticker on it.
Yeah.
So why is it called Bend? Like, what is it about the word bend that you feel like embodies the songs on that album?
It's oh man, it's I think it's about just like about the Sonics, like and because it's like a departure from Loom, and like I think it's like the perfect in between for like the new stuff that's coming out too. That like I already had a lot of the new stuff ready to like be worked on before Bend even came out, so like I know what like the new stuff is gonna sound like, and it's like more poppy and like still pretty dark, but like not as like Loom is just like a fucking bummer to listen to. Like it's very like sludgy and like, and then Ben was just kind of like a like pushing forward like out of like the gloom and like all that. So yeah,
Sure.
it's just like a bit like Bend as like a changing direction kind of thing.
I always thought of Bend as kind of like, this might say a little bit more about my life than I really want to, but I always thought of it as kind of what you have to do as you get older and have goals or dreams. So you kind of like, well, maybe we'll just shift here a little bit, bend this sort of trajectory over here, because, yeah, life can be disappointing, and you got to adapt.
So do you mean like compromise?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Do you feel like there are compromises on this album?
Oh, totally. Like
Yeah.
we were supposed to do a Rolling Stone interview today, but then we got a call from you, and
Yeah.
Okay.
we're gonna be on the cover.
Figured this would be more real.
I had a puka shell necklace and some like True Religion jeans I was gonna wear.
Yeah. I was gonna ride in on a Harley. It's gonna be good.
Like James Hurley,
Yeah. James Harley.
Jim.
I just gotta go.
Well, it has been said that Phil is the James Hurley of Crag Mask.
Oh, whoa.
Jimmy.
Woof. That's rough.
I'm making a face that he would make. My head.
Yeah, what would you be? I feel like Phil's like the what's his face? Michael Cera in season 3.
Wally Brando? Well, yeah, recording is my Dharma,
Yeah.
and Crag Mask is my Greg.
You're kind of like
It's a
the
Dharma and
Andy
Greg joke.
too. Like you're the Andy, but like
I knew you were
you're
gonna say that, and I
You're
hate you,
way
dude.
smarter though. Like you're like not like you're not like the idiot comedic relief. You're like, I don't know. Like you always got something great to say. Like anytime Andy's on screen, everyone's like, ah, that's nice.
Ever have a band break up in one of your interviews?
Dude, Andy rocks, dude. Andy's the best.
I'm definitely Sheriff Harry S. Truman, dude.
You think?
Well, I kind of got a mullet. I got,
So you're gonna get left out of the third album then?
oh shit. You think I was on the other two?
Nightmare.
They just brought me in as like a friggin' ringer.
It's fucking goddamn motherfucker. Just
I don't know.
man, I was gonna be able to talk so much better than I'm talking. Shit.
Me too.
Fucking
I didn't even know this was happening.
yeah. Cheyenne's getting quite pieced.
He's so fucking stupid.
So Zach, why did you? So I feel like you laughed a little bit whenever I asked about the name of Ben, and you also kind of laughed whenever I asked about specific lyrics. There's something that like, I don't know, that makes you uncomfortable to talk about these things.
Yeah, it's not that I'm uncomfortable talking about them. I just never know. Like there's some days I like think about this because a lot of people ask me the same stuff, and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna talk about. Like I totally know what this is about. And then some days like today, I'm just like, I don't fucking really know. I don't know. It's just all definitely. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's just like I laugh at myself because I know I'm just gonna babble and babble and babble until I don't make any sense. You know.
So I probably shouldn't ask where the title for Flash Raft comes from then.
Yeah, that song was like a just like, it was like a dream that I had. There's just a bunch of bodies tied together, and they were a raft, and I was on the raft.
So it's not like a Watchmen reference.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
That happens in Watchmen.
It does. They tie bodies together
Yeah.
in the movie or in
Oh?
in the comic.
In the extended cut, I think there is, but
Yes,
definitely in
and
the comic.
Tales of the Black Freighter.
Oh yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, and then like midway through it, like the main character says, "Give it a fucking rest," and so I thought everybody knew. That's why you named it that.
No, yeah.
That's what Beethoven said to the guy who was transcribing his melodies. And he wanted a silence. He's like, how do I do that? He's like, give it a fucking rest.
Just a little music joke for.
All those theory heads out there.
Yeah, that was a pretty long walk to get there, Phil, but I'm glad we took it.
Phil loves a long walk.
And when I say theory heads, I mean the store in the mall, not music theory.
Theory skate shop.
Yeah, a little something like that.
Yeah.
R.I.P. PacSun.
Yeah.
I was just talking about how if PacSun didn't shut down, I'd still be getting jeans from there.
It didn't shut down.
It's gone.
It's gone from the Manchester Mall.
It's in West Farms.
All right, I gotta go.
I just bought
la
my
la.
Billabong fucking shirt
Billabong.
with my Volcom hoodie.
The only constant is change. I had a Volcom shirt that said that.
Hell yeah.
Wore
That's
it-
cool.
Wore it to my philosophy class.
Yeah, Phil's cool.
Got an A.
So while we're on the subject of Phil, what was it like recording with a first-time engineer? Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Did you hear what
Okay.
Zach said?
No.
The audio track I send you will have all the stuff he's saying because he's whispering very mean things about me. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that part.
No,
yeah.
recording with Phil's a dream, and I'll never record with anybody else. Like, ever.
Microphone in my mouth.
No, it's a dream recording with Phil. I like never ever want to record with anybody else in my life.
Why is
Hold
that?
on.
It's just easy. Like I feel like we both were. I don't know. Me and Phil work really well together. Like just no matter what it is.
When you get two
So-
professionals in a room, it like literally is just very easy and fun.
Yeah. No, it's a dream. I've like recorded with a lot of people before in like different bands and recording. It's just easy when like the person that's recording you like knows the songs and like knows where the parts like need to be and like where the levels need to be at. So it's just like makes everything so much easier.
Gotcha. So it's almost like you two. The reason why it works well is because
lot
you
like
two
you
just
two.
work well together.
Yes, no, that's definitely. I feel like that's the biggest. I don't know. I've worked with a lot of recording people that like just aren't like you can't joke around with them. It's like very serious, and I don't. It's not fun. I don't know. It's just fun with when me and Phil are recording. It's like hanging out, but like we're doing something creative together. You know, it's just like a good environment to like work in.
Because
With
what we
Phil.
do for fun anyways is just like play and record music on our
Yeah.
own. So like when you're doing it
Right.
with somebody else, it's like, well, this is what I want to do anyways.
Yeah.
Either that or like, I don't know, Halo 2 doubles on Zanzibar.
Wow.
I got a detention one time in high school for like some kid put Halos on the computers in the library and he linked up all the computers so you could play other people in the library and like 5 of us were playing Halo on Beaver Creek. Snipers, in case anybody was wondering. Snipes only. Maybe some rockets was thrown in there too. And then a teacher came over to us and was just like, "Are you playing Halo?" And we were like,
Oh, you know what Halo is?
and then we got a detention. It was like in class we were doing this. So that was pretty cool in high school. I feel like I was pretty good at Halo back in the day. Yeah.
So Phil, what did you like about recording band?
Oh, well, recording is so fun because it's always kind of as much discovery as it is. But yeah, it's always exciting because it's kind of like you get a big block of. No, that's not it. That's mixing. What did I like about recording Bend? It was just full on panic mode for me. So it's kind of fun to be operating under a certain amount of stress. especially when it's something you're like emotionally invested in as opposed to like
Right.
a job. It's fun to be like, well, we know these songs and we're gonna try to capture them, and don't really know exactly what I'm doing, but I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube and read a lot of forum posts. So it was kind of just a fun, I don't know, adventure, journey.
It's cool too hearing that we're finishing up a new song right now, and it's like cool hearing like everything. Like Phil's just way more comfortable with everything now, and just knowing like the next record is gonna sound so much better because of like all the stuff he learned last time. I'm really excited for it.
So you've hinted at like this new material. So like, in what ways do you feel like the new stuff that you've been working on is a response to Bend?
I don't even know if it is. I mean, some of the stuff is a response to Bend, but a lot of it was like there's some songs I was writing that like didn't get on Bend, you know, and like I still want to like use that material for like new songs. So like I think a lot of it was like there were songs that fit for the record and that like turned out to be Bend, but there's still like a lot of stuff that was written at the same time that like I still love and like I want to put out. So yeah.
With the current thing that we've been working on, it's an interesting sort of songwriting change because we're getting way more mileage out of like a single riff or progression than we have on the past songs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we can milk this chord progression for 3 minutes instead of having a new one every 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's so much easier. Like, oh my God, I cannot. It's so much better and easier to write because before it was just like part,
Yeah.
and like
Right.
it's yeah.
Just like my hair in 2002. 4 parts of it.
So what then? If it is easier, then what was it that compelled you initially about having like a new part every 30 seconds?
It just made it like because we were all because I would come to practice with parts and I was like, let's fucking like try and get these parts together into a song, and like that would end up being the writing process for us because like we were learning how to like write together, and that's just what worked at the time. And like
A lot of elbow grease,
yeah, oh my God,
Greasy
dude.
elbows.
gaff tape,
Yeah,
gorilla snot,
but yeah.
rubber
like,
cement.
And now like I just want to write more like songs that like flow. I think
Actual
all
cement.
of us want that. But
Yeah, because that's the thing. You don't have to write as many parts, but then when it's just one chord progression, you're like, wow, it sounds like a song now.
Yeah.
It's like you get way more output from so little input. It's
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. I just like the idea of like building a part into keeping on building the part. Like
What
for
we're
a
saying
couple
is
minutes.
basically, hello, Billboard Hot 100.
Of course.
Yeah, we're going radio
Maybe
hits.
Heat Seekers.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's funny because like whenever I hear you talk about the new stuff, you call it more poppy, right? But I think it's maybe more poppy compared to Bend. But is it like we're not talking about like Billie Eilish though? Right?
No.
I was thinking Billie Eilish. That's what I was thinking.
LP4 is
That's
going
what
to
I
be
was hoping.
full on Billie Eilish, let me tell you. But I just mean more poppy, like the songs flow better and they're like easier to get through and like they're more accessible for like a new range of people, you know?
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of like we're like a band's like people who are in bands like us, but it's like hard to listen to us if you like aren't playing. I mean, I don't want to like say like just put us in that box, but it's like I totally understand why it's not accessible for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I feel like the new
Yeah,
stuff is more accessible for sure.
We need money. We're going to sell out first chance we get. And we're just kind of like giving a little preview of like, we can do this
Yeah.
if you grease our palms the right way.
Yeah.
Or-
And a lot of it too is like I'm sick of playing like 5 song sets when we play and just like being so tired, and like
Sure.
just my brain is just like working too hard the whole time because I'm like there's so many parts in all the songs. It's just gonna be cool to just like have the live set just like be easier to like get to sound good, you know, like no matter where we're playing, just simplifying, but still weird. I don't know.
the kind of like audio samples that you have throughout Bend,
Mm-hmm.
where did those come from? Is that something that you planned, or is it something that just kind of like helps build transitions between songs?
I feel like when we had all the songs then, we kind of knew like this song would sound good blending into this one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I had the gardener or whatever, and the last one kind of just already done as a thing, and I thought they like worked well to like break up certain areas of the album.
Okay.
Yeah, the last one is just like a good close, I think. But I didn't really. It wasn't. I guess yeah, it kind of was planned out. I
Yeah,
guess.
and like you got the one like voiceover audio clip from some documentary that I didn't see, so I can't really vouch for it.
I can't find it. It was
Roger
so
and
funny.
me.
It was what?
It was Roger and me.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger and me. I was like, Raw Journey? Is that like a behind the curtain?
No, it was a video of some dude like promoting a book, and it just like made so much. It just like reflected my thoughts on Ben so well. He was just like, "It's a book about. I think it's about. Well, you know, it's about nothing really."
I don't quite know what.
Yeah, it just like I saw that and I was like, "This is fucking perfect. Like this is what the whole thing kind of means." I don't know.
All the other sounds were just from Zach pointing a mic out his window, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The rain and the cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the last song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty experimental with that one.
What is the most annoying meme I've made about the band?
Oh, do you do that? I don't really pay attention.
There was one. It wasn't annoying, but when you were the new kid on the block, all right, I had no fucking idea what it was. Like I had no clue, and there was one where I was like, "Is this person being mean?" And I thought about it for like a whole day, and I was like, "No, they're not being mean. Like this is just funny." I forget which one it was. It was one of the first ones that you did.
Oh, man. Was it like Spider-Man putting on glasses?
No.
Oh, that one was really good.
I think it was not the Friends one, because that was fucking hilarious.
I don't know. Remember the Spider-Man one? It was like when he has the glasses off, it's Crag mask, and when they're on, it was Nickelback. Or something like that.
That one was, I thought that was funny too. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I'd have to go back and get back to you.
So how excited are you about the? So I plan on having this go up before the Space Ballroom show.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
are you gonna play Flash Draft?
Yeah.
Can we do the dance to that?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, let's do it.
What's the dance?
I can't. The
saw
dance
that.
that he posted.
I saw that, but I don't know what. I didn't like. I wasn't able to pay attention
What's
to
his
the
face? The fucking guy.
This is the
running.
Buttigieg.
Yeah, the Buttigieg.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
I watched like an hour's worth of those videos the other night, and I was like dying laughing. My friend was talking about like, what if like civilization just like collapses and the last thing like anybody sees it's just like a bunch of fucking white people doing that shit. Like,
I feel like
the
that's a very real possibility too.
it's just like hilarious to me to think about that shit. It's just, ugh, yikes. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do the dance.
All right, so we got this awesome show coming up.
Yes.
How do you feel about that show?
I'm really excited. Pile's like an incredible band. They're like great American rock and roll band. They're just like, I don't know. They're such like a force live too. Like, I don't know. They're just an incredible band.
I can't believe you got it.
What?
The gig.
Oh yeah.
We asked, and I don't know. Everything else in my life, when I ask for it, doesn't usually seem to happen.
Dude, we got
So
the
it's
gig
cool.
because of CT Versus, I think.
I think so too.
No,
I think
no, that's not true.
Well, it's like it helped like jumpstart like the
The
getting
cult
on the
following.
show. Getting on the show.
I just hope we get a big enough cult following that in like 20 years we can do like a reunion tour, get like a
Fat
couple
A
$100.
stadium.
Yeah.
Stadium
Yeah,
full
so it'll be
outreach.
Back.
the Crag cruise.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I want that so bad.
International waters. I mean, it would have to be called the SS Flesh Raft or something, right?
Yeah. All right, so
Give it a
tell me
fucking jib.
what are the what are the Crag goals for 2020?
New record. I want to fucking get it out like early next year. But yeah, new
A
record.
new like a whole new record?
What?
Like a whole new record?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grammy nod.
They'll like 100% be a new record next year.
That's wild though. Like I feel like that's so fast.
Yeah, I have so much shit like ready to go. Like I was going through my Logic files, and I have like 50 like ideas like ready to be worked with, but it's just a matter of like fleshing them out with everyone,
And rafting them out.
drafting them out.
So did anybody look at Phil's reaction whenever Zach said 50 files? Did he like shiver?
Did Phil shiver?
Oh, no, I was just laughing because he said, I was looking through my Logic files. I pictured him going through like his fucking mind palace. Sorting through his Logic files in his brain. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
Logic
love-
meaning like recording, like
Yeah, of course.
computer.
The DAW.
So is that typically
It was
like
the DAW.
how the process goes? Like you record these demos and then bring them to the band?
Yeah,
In his DAW, he records them.
yeah, in the DAW. Yeah, that is definitely how it happens.
Ball with a DAW.
So let's say that Crag goes on to have like Foo Fighters level success. So big deal. You're touring stadiums and doing all that stuff. What do you include on your rider? And what is one thing that is really important to you to put on that rider? And what is one thing that is ridiculous and unnecessary that you will demand to have on your rider anyways?
You want to do round robin? Yeah. Go.
Hummus comes to mind.
Wait, is that the important one or is that the ridiculous one?
Important.
Okay.
Gig fuel.
Just hummus though, nothing else. Like just.
We have to eat it with our
buckets of
fingers.
hummus.
Pita chips and carrots.
Maybe
and
a
pretzel.
spoon.
Flat pretzels, crisps.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then a ridiculous one.
Actually, let's hold the ridiculous one. Like, let's go through everybody first with
All
the
right.
important ones.
Yeah. So necessary. Socks. Socks and undies for sure. That's like the best thing to have on tour is getting a fresh pair of socks.
So you walk into the green room and they
There's-
just have these laying out for you?
What? Yeah, like a package of like Hanes socks. You know.
Yeah.
Like.
So you don't want them like pre-worn or like toasty or anything like that?
I mean, this. Well, then you
Ooh.
gotta get the new socks. It's sweat your feet. It's like midway through tour. You gotta get some new socks. You have to have the new socks. Not worn. Definitely not worn. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous one.
No, good one.
Oh, a good
No,
one.
yeah, this is your important one.
Neck
Important.
pillows
Oh yeah.
for sleeping. I really
Every
like
show I
sleeping.
want a brand new neck pillow on the double.
Just comfy or body pillows
Or bodies.
or bodies.
Just like
On the floor.
mandatory
Maybe like 5
sellout
on a
crowd.
show. On our rider, I want a fucking sold out show, no matter what. Otherwise, we're not playing.
And a ridiculous one. I'm trying to think of what I would like a luxury at a gig.
Yeah.
Probably be like those people who run on to the field during a football timeout and like squirt a water bottle in the mouth and like
Yeah.
maybe towel off my face, like whisper in my ear like you're doing a really good job, or like just like words of encouragement and hydration from someone on the side in between songs.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that is.
And then like after the show, they like dump a like one of those big tubs of Powerade over your head.
No, I didn't say that, and I don't want that.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Not really. I mean, besides like a full catered, food. That's not ridiculous though.
Yeah, I feel
Maybe
like you
like
can
a
make it
masseuse.
ridiculous though.
All right,
Like a
a cat masseuse.
like a
Oh,
cooked
just a cat.
ham.
Ooh,
Just like a pet to hang out with.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't mean to take yours.
Or well, like someone that just comes up and like will just step on your back for a bit. You know.
A masseuse.
Yes. Small feet. A child.
All right, so we got.
I require one child in the green room for massage purposes.
Well, that makes you sound like a monster now. Never mind.
Yeah, getting back into Leaving Neverland.
Like a Starbucks employee, to like just giving like handing out Starbucks on a hoverboard, and you can plug in your phone to their hoverboard and like charge everything. It's like a charging station, Starbucks / just like person to give you coffee. No. You know what? No, scratch that. I want like a projection TV with an Xbox with Halo 2 ready to rip backstage.
4 Pro controllers, nothing by Mad Cats.
Nice.
No Mad Catz controllers.
Also, scratch the dude giving me water and stuff. I'm really into like suspension, like being hung by hooks in my back skin. So if I could have like a rig ready for that before each gig, it gets me in like the right place to like really slap on them strings, them 4 very low tuned strings I play on the bass guitar that I've been playing mostly. But the one that had the 4 strings that I was talking about earlier, I want that to play that one.
You're not doing it at the Pile show? You're not going to like be suspended like on the ballroom stage?
I didn't say that.
Who is the biggest hunk in Crag Mask? And is it Zane with long hair or Zane with short hair?
Zane with long hair is
Zane with
the
short
biggest
hair.
hunk. I think Zane needs to grow back out.
I'm partial to short hair, Zane.
I can't imagine
Okay.
Zane with long hair.
Well,
I've
I
seen
think
Zane.
both. Just Zane in general is definitely the hunk.
Okay. And with Cheyenne being on tour and moving around on gigs, how does that change the radio situation? Because I know that's super important, like on tours and like traveling to shows.
Oh,
Wait, repeat that again? I don't get.
the radio situation, like
Playing
driving
music.
around. Well, my Bluetooth doesn't work on my phone, so I can never. Their phones. I usually drive around with Quinn and Zach. Their phones are usually close to dead, and I really want to listen to like a certain song, but my fucking phone doesn't connect to their Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's the fucking
But yeah,
patriarchy.
we I feel like whenever me, Quinn, and Cheyenne are in the car driving, because like we'll drive from New Haven together, because we all live in New Haven. But whenever we're in the car, like I feel like we listen to just like really obnoxious, like Gucci Mane or like Juicy J, like really like deep.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, just like, and like we just kind of while out, and it's like nice before a show though, because it gets us all like pumped and ready to go. But yeah, Cheyenne definitely dances and breaks shit in my car.
Yep, I lose everything.
Yeah.
Also,
Is there anything that we should say on Quinn's behalf? Like, does he have a message for the world that you can put in his mouth?
Quinn's got a lot of things to tell to the world, but maybe we save that for another day.
Okay.
No, yeah.
He posts. Never mind.
He what would Quinn be talking? Quinn would probably just be talking about butt cheeks the whole time or
Yep.
something.
Like Drudge Report.
Yeah.
I feel like Quinn would be like, boom tika,
Yeah.
boom tika, and then
Singing the Lana Del Rey
Yep.
song. Quinn would probably just be like thinking that maybe this interview would get like 1 million views and like just be dropping hints that he wants to meet Lana Del Rey really bad.
All right, so that was my final question. Do y'all have any questions for me or anything that you want me to ask you?
No, I just think anybody who's listening to this, stop trying to figure out who the fuck CT Versus is. Like, just stop. Don't do it.
Ooh.
Let it live. Let the mystery live.
I
Let
think,
it never be unveiled.
Are you gonna start making CT purses?
Oh,
I think you should.
Oh,
I've been thinking
such a
about
good
that
idea.
merch
That
for
is
a
such a
while.
good idea.
Yep, CT purses, but yeah, they're totes, tote bags.
Oh, interesting. Because I was going to open up like a funeral parlor like CT Hearses, but that's way cheaper.
CT curses like for the Harry Potter crowd.
Yeah. God damn it, Potter.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
You're a post-grunge band, Crag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. Sorry.
Was that supposed to be Hagrid?
It was supposed to be Hagrid, yes.
I just watched the Harry Potter
Yeah,
movies.
Yeah, I saw Harry Potter
Yeah,
this morning too after my coffee.
I just watched the movies for the first time in my life, like a few months ago. I never
How do
read
you
the
feel?
books either. I liked them. I thought that maybe they wouldn't hold up, but they hold up for sure. They're good. And Snape is.
And so Phil, as the resident film snob, how do you feel about that?
I can't, control everybody despite how much I try. So I'm just gonna not really listen to what he's saying.
Okay.
And then no,
you don't like Harry Potter?
I loved the first two movies because I think I was like 11 and 12 when they came out, and then I just kind of stopped caring after that.
You didn't want to age with Harry?
No, I don't like Daniel Radcliffe.
I think
Ouch.
Phil. That's when Phil became a total Chiba hawk and was just smoking weed all the time. Too cool for everything.
Yeah, right around 12.
Yeah.
I was like 3 Days Grace. It's more my speed than this Harry Potter nonsense. It's Leviosa. There's one scene where like the Scottish kid gets like blown up, and like his eyebrows burn off or something, and he's like, "Whoa!" And then me and my friend Pete like rewound so many times. It was so funny.
Is there any last thing you want to tell the world before I hang up on you?
Single out this week. Goal.
Oh, single out this week.
Yep. Just this one off. We're gonna make it happen, even if it's not ready. We're just gonna put it out before the pile show.
Okay, so just like Bend.
Just like Bend.
What does that
That was
mean?
a joke.
What does that mean?
It was a joke because you said you're gonna release it if it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not as funny as you guys. That's okay. All right.
No, that was funny. You know, the thing with phone calls with people you don't know is you can't pick up on the nuances. All right, so you're funny in my book still.
But you do know me. I'm Zane.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my
That's why
goodness.
he's not here.
Yeah.
Hey. We love you. Bye.
All right. Yep. So we'll look out for the new single, and I will catch you at the ballroom, which is going to be December 7th, with Fiction Kids and Calix and Pyle. And you're going to play Flesh Raft, and we're going to dance to it, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, let's sell it out, everyone. Let's sell it
Yeah,
out.
let's sell it out.
Yeah,
do it.
that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, see you later.
Jesus.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so that was Zach, Phil, and Cheyenne from Crag Mask. Their album Bend is out on all the usual places where you can stream music, and you can also get that sweet, sweet vinyl, baby. Their next gig is this Saturday, December 7th, where they will be playing with Pyle and the Fiction Kids. They're also a band from New Haven. That's going to be at the Space Ballroom. You should go ahead and buy tickets now because it's probably going to sell out. You can also expect their new single to be released probably by the time this interview comes out. So be sure to follow them on Instagram and Facebook so you can get those updates. Also check out Cheyenne's band Shy and their debut album Former, which came out earlier in May of this year. It is also fantastic. Definitely worth your time. Okay, that's it. Follow me on Instagram. Listen to these earlier audio interview case files. We can hear episodes with other Connecticut bands like Danny Probably and Let's Get Invisible. Okay, bye!